Hey Nash, what should we make?
I'm kind of tired, so something quick would be nice. How about some teriyaki chicken skewers?
All right, let's make some teriyaki chicken skewers, aka Negima Yakitori. Today, we're making the Chaos Kitchen take on Negima Yakitori that you can make at home. Now, essentially, it's a Japanese dish, and essentially, it is a teriyaki chicken and green onion skewer, or kebab, whatever you're gonna call it, meat and veggies on a stick. It's gonna be delicious, and then once you're done, you can just eat it as is. You can serve it with other veggies. You can put it over rice. I think we'll make some sushi rice to go with it. But hey, without further ado, let's go. So the first thing we wanna do is, we got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We're gonna take these guys and cut them into about 1-inch cubes and then throw them into a bowl. We want to keep these all relatively the same size. So some of these that are thinner, we'll just fold them over. Next, we want to cut our green onions into 1-inch pieces. So we'll get rid of the tops and tails and then do, I guess, about 1-inch pieces here. So now to make our glaze / sauce, small sauce pot, we add a 1/2 cup of soy sauce, a 1/2 cup of mirin, a 1/4 cup of sake, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 clove of garlic, crushed or minced, and a 1/4 cup water. Then we turn the heat on to medium and we cook until reduced by about half, so about 12 to 15 minutes. I'll see you on the other side. While our sauce is simmering, we can go ahead and make our skewers. So, we take our skewers, these are metal skewers. If you're using the bamboo wood ones, you wanna make sure and soak those for at least an hour. If you don't like that idea, not a bad idea to invest in some metal ones. Anyways, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these, we're gonna go piece of chicken, piece of green onion, piece of chicken, piece of green onion. So just alternate these and continue until you have exhausted all of your chicken and green onions. Or one of the two, I don't know. Once your sauce has been cooking for about 15 minutes and is reduced by about half, we kill the heat, add about 1 inch of peeled, freshly grated ginger, and we stir that in. And we let it cool. Then we divide it into 2 parts, 1 for basting, 1 for serving. So now we have a little bit of time to make a side. We're gonna make some sushi rice. If you have a rice maker, use a rice maker. But for anyone who doesn't, I'm just gonna show you how to make it on a stove. It's super easy. So we want short grained rice, looks like that. Could be sushi rice, but yeah, either way, you want a short grained rice. So these little short grains, as opposed to something like this with longer grains. I think this is actually medium grain, but you can tell the difference. Look at that. 2 cups of short grained rice. Then we want to rinse our rice. I'll be honest, most of the time I don't rinse rice. I do when I'm making sushi because it helps give it that texture that's really good, especially if you want to roll it. You're making rolls or like a spam musubi or something like that. We're going to rinse our rice. So that just means you cover it with water, you agitate, then you get rid of the water, and we do this until our water runs clear. Once your rice is cleaned, we add about 2 1/4 cups of water. Again, if you're using a rice maker, just use the directions on your rice maker. Usually there's levels, 1 cup, 2 cups. So if you're using 2 cups, just fill it up to the 2 cup line. Pretty easy, but yeah, if you're doing this, 2 1/4 cups of water for 2 cups of rice. Then we're gonna turn our heat onto medium high, put a lid on this. As soon as our water starts to simmer, like that, I'm gonna turn our heat down to medium low and leaving the lid on, don't touch it, let it simmer for 16 to 18 minutes. As soon as your rice is done cooking, kill the heat and move it to a cooler burner. Do not remove the lid, don't touch your rice, and let it steam for another 10 minutes. Once your rice is done and still nice and hot, we wanna transfer it to a bowl and kind of spread it out. Be gentle, you don't want to crush your rice. And then if you have something that says seasoned rice vinegar or something like this that says sushi seasoning, you just use a 1/4 cup of this. If you don't have that, just use regular rice vinegar, add 4 teaspoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt, mix that in and use that. So we just want to add this in slowly, just a little bit at a time, and then just fold the rice. We don't want to crush it, so we don't want to, again, be gentle. Then we cover this with a clean kitchen towel, set it aside and let it cool. With a very hot grill, we can go ahead and throw these guys on. Just kind of want to move them around while we're trying to get that initial sear. And that way they don't stick to the grates. Also with small pieces of meat like this, I like to flip them fairly often, like every minute or so. Just, it gives it a more even cook. But hey, if you're a flip once person, go for it. Once we've got our initial sear, we can start to baste. And we just keep flipping and basting until our guys get up to about 175. If you're using breasts, more like 160, 165. As soon as our guys get up to about 175, it's time to pull them. And there we go. Whoops. Well, there we go. Time to plate. So we take this, we got some of our sushi rice here. Just gonna kind of push this down. That didn't work. Clearly plating is not my strong suit. So we take this, we got our little skewers here. Let's put some of these over the top. We top this with some of our sauce that we left behind. And a little bit of furikake, which is really just seaweed and sesame seeds. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's amazing. It's delicious. Look, I love kind of that teriyaki sort of realm of flavors, but this is delicious. The meat's perfect. Not a whole lot of vegetables to kind of cover everything up. The sauce slash marinade, basting, whatever, delicious. It's kind of perfect. It's freaking amazing. If you're into Japanese flavors, if you like teriyaki, go make this right now. Let's see what Nash thinks. Hey, bud. Hey, Nashers. What's going on, man? Look what we got for you. Just what you requested. Some Negima Yakitori, aka teriyaki chicken skewers. What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
Yes, I require more.
What do you just say, bud? Anything you want to say to your fans?
Beware lest your eyes be bigger than your belly.
All right. Hey, man, I agree. Now you're trying to eat flies. Okay. All right. Nash approves. I approve. Amazing dish. Fancy name, but totally a go-to dish. Throw this into your barbecue rotation for the summer. It's really good. Go make it right now. Hey, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. We really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, share the show, we would really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot to us. It'd help us out. If you want notifications every time we drop a new episode or a new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want me and Nash to taste, just drop it in the comments or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.